Welcome back, everyone. This is your boy Sleepy Boy once again with another No More Future episode. If you're new to this channel, please feel free to subscribe. Feel free to subscribe, like, comment, and share to your friends, family, loved ones. Who knows? But other than that, let's get back to the game. All right, where were we? So we're talking to the doctor here. All right, you cry your heart out like never before, so much so that it physically hurts. Yeah, every tear that comes streaming down hurts you like a knife wound. You gasp for air like a newborn, slowly, continuously, painfully. You probably look like a maniac right now, finally befitting the madhouse that surrounds you. But you don't care. It doesn't matter. Nothing does. Nothing ever. Wait, do we have music on? I'm really. Yes, we do. We have some music right now. It doesn't matter, nothing does, nothing ever did. The realization hurts you more than the cancer ever could. Mary looks away for a moment, lost in thought, melancholic. Melancholic. She doesn't seem to know what to say. Yeah, sorry. Perhaps she's contemplating leaving you to your fate, to run away from the sorry mess you've become. You wouldn't blame her. You'd get away from yourself too if only you could, you know? Oh damn, this is about second chances, huh? Are you I guess the question is pretty much are you or am I comfortable with my life, with myself, right? Yeah. But hey, let's get back to the game. And yet she remains silent, unmoving, contemplating, pondering over something you can't quite grasp. Beyond the liquid curtain that veils her gaze, she remains bold and stoic, like a pillar holding the madness that is the ceiling from crumbling on top of you. You stare at her intently as her body trembles, as her lips freeze, as your eyes almost go blind from all the crying. With nothing left to do, all you can do is wait. Wait and wait and wait. Until suddenly she turns to face you yet again, an almost malevolent smile on her face. That's an interesting face right there. I think I pretty much can do it like that. Print screen this. Never mind, I cannot. Un- Until suddenly she turns to face you yet again and oh yeah, I already read it. Life is fucking unfair, isn't it? Go on, you're right to say it. It's true. Nobody will admit it, but it's true. You work and work and work and all for what? For life to slap you in the face and call you her bitch. Piling problems upon problems on your back until it breaks. What did you do to deserve this? What did we do? What's life punishing us for exactly? For existing? For daring to try and live against all odds? Doesn't it make you mad? Doesn't it make your blood boil? All these years of studying and working and doing all you can to live a meaningful life. I ruined that, wow. And this is how it repays you. With brain cancer. You feel a need to reply, but you cannot bring yourself to utter a word. The cat voiced aloud your every deepest thought, your every fear and resentment, and even those you never even knew you had. We didn't choose to be born, not in this world, not in this body, not in these circumstances, and yet here we are, because life doesn't care about us, it never did. And even on the off chance that we do end up liking our time here, we live in constant fear of the day where it will all end. Such a miserable existence, spent fearful and cowering before the whims of fate. Don't you find it unacceptable? Don't you long for agency like I do? For the power to choose your own life? To choose what you wish to do without fear of senseless constraints like gender or age? For the power to decide if and when it all ends? The people around you raise their heads, wondering what all the commotion is about. You can hardly notice them now, fully enamored with their spiel as you are. Spiel. All your sadness, all your regrets, all your despair, they all lie before you in their gracious glory, taunting you with their unbridled power. And the cat is right. They do make you mad. Well, that pisses me off, honestly, what she just said, because it's all so true. But hey, that's life. You know what I want to do? I want to shove my big furry fist up life's ass. Show the whole world we don't have to bow down to it anymore. That we don't have to play by its rules if we don't want to. And I know you want the same thing. That's why I'm here. Because you want me here. You try to deny yourself this opportunity by bringing other people into this, but we both know what you really want. You don't want others to steal this opportunity from you. You want to take it by the balls. Or I don't know, vajayjay or something. You want to rebel against life just as much as I do. You're just waiting for someone to give you their permission to do so. To help you feel like you deserve this. Well, here I am. I want you to do this. I want you to claim what is rightfully yours. She frantically reaches for your hand, grasping it as tightly as she can with her own. I'll give you my first and final bullet. Our only shot at immortality. It falls on you to make it count. It's time for humanity to rise up against nature. Finally claim our lives as our own. If you want to be there when that happens. If you feel like you deserve more than the sorry lot life handed you. With her free hand, she reaches into her pocket and slowly takes out a large bundle of papers. She's gonna make me sign, huh? You'll sign these papers. Okay, I'll do it. Fuck it. Let's be a cybernetic synthetic human with a human mind, not a human. A human. The rest of your memories of those dark days aren't as clear. The more you try to remember, the more details escape your grasp. In your head, what should be a simple sequence of actions and events? Well, I'll die either way. What difference does it make to you, right? Dates. Isaac, I swear to God, don't do this to me. Places. Ignore the crowd, just rest and relax, we'll take care of them. People. The tumor, the tumor is progressing even faster than we thought. We need to speed up our preparations and fast. Everything clashes together into a maddened amalgam, devoid of substance or purpose. Does it even matter anymore? You've made your choice and now you'll die with it. With it. You're either without, with me, or with. There's one moment you could recall though. Finally, a different place other than the hospital, right? One perfect photo of your last moments, forever imprinted onto your very soul, its details crystal clear even now. You recall a dark room hidden far beneath the earth. You recall many faces staring down at you from windows all around, either working on computers or merely watching as you draw your last breaths. You recall a deep mist, cold and damp, stalking the corners of the room, sometimes even seeping through the glass you were looking through to tickle your skin and chill the blood in your veins. No, that last part can't be right. You were in a sleepy ain't in the right mindset, man. You were in a laboratory, not a haunted mansion. And yet in those final moments, perceiving reality for what it truly was had become quite a challenge, like reality had somewhat or somehow lost its touch on you, replaced by something else. Or perhaps you were simply going insane. The cold had quickly become unbearable. You felt as though you were walking through a blizzard in the nude. You would have probably laughed at that silly mental image had you still been capable of it. Despite the temperature outside, the inside of your throat was coarser than a desert. You weren't going to last long, and it was painfully obvious by now. You could lose consciousness for the final time at any point for any reason, and each time you realized it, you felt that inexorable moment inching closer and closer. Distractions. You need to find some distractions or some sort. You reach forward with your finger as much as your body would allow and touch the thin but sturdy glass that now separated you from the tenebrous room before you. It was remarkably warm to the touch for some reason. You felt the urge to leap forward and hug that glass with everything you had, wrapping every limb at your disposal around it as tightly as you could. But after a long struggle that almost drained you of what little energy you had left, you were forced to settle with just your finger. How pathetic, and how ironic too. Only now did you realize the absurdity of your decisions. You traded your bed in the hospital for a coffin in a laboratory. You couldn't help but chuckle at the thought as much as your body allowed you to. Anyway, it was more of a deep raucous cough than anything else, really. As you tried to recuperate from that coughing fit, you spotted a friendly face peering down on you from beyond the glass. She'd never left your side that day, and she'd made a promise not to do so even now. Someone's in a good mood. That's good. They do say laughter is the best medicine. I would know. I take the piss out of my friends all the time, and look at me now, as healthy as an apple. In spite of how nonchalant she tried to appear, you could feel a certain nervousness thinly veiled beneath the feline's voice. A nervousness that she was trying as hard as she could to keep buried deep down within her. Ooh. Somehow she knew that you could tell. Her smile became fainter as she sat down. You shattered on me, mate! She sat down next to your capsule and rested her open palm right on top of her finger. Oh, that's kind of nice. This is why a lot of people are furries, man. Their fursona. Ain't gonna do that, but you know, whatever fits your boat. Well, this is it. A couple more minutes of waiting, then it's all or nothing. How do you feel, kid? You made as if to answer, but you were too weak to even mutter the simplest of words. In the end, your hushed replies couldn't pierce the glass between you two, as much as you tried. Nevertheless, she grimly laughed as she peered into your sickly eyes, just a few steps away from total oblivion. Right, scared, huh? I get that. Can't say I blame you. I'd be freaking out too, were I in there with you right now. Her smile darkened somewhat, as if pondering on the eventuality that all of this may indeed have been in vain, but it only lasted for a second. When she turned to face you once again, her face was as confident as ever, perhaps even more than it had ever been. Well, she better be confident. If we die, man, this is gonna be the shortest visual novel I've ever played. I'll tell you what I told all the others, so you're going to get through this. I know you will. You're going to win this battle for all of us, and I'll be here waiting for your triumphant return from the dead. Her tone was firm but fond, and her every word beamed with an immeasurable degree of pride and confidence. In a way, she almost felt like family in that moment, like the mother or father you so desperately wish were by your side. Family, huh? Is this Fast and Furious 69 or some shit? Oh, and you can bet we're throwing a party once you wake up too. There's gonna be cake, soda, maybe a little alcohol, and all those weird party games for nerds that I cannot understand for the life of me. She couldn't help but laugh at her own remark, stupid as it was. In your mind, you smiled and laughed alongside her. If nothing else, it was a nice thought to go to sleep on. You best not ditch your own party, Isaac, you know what I mean. You nodded as best as you could. You weren't going to miss that party if that you were sure. And if you were truly doomed not to attend, you'd still give death an ass-kicking for the ages trying to get there. The feline's ears perked up as she heard something you couldn't quite make out. She looked into the balcony up top, where her colleagues and assistants were preparing the machines for the procedure, and gave them a thumbs up. She then turned to face you one last time, as she got up from her improvised seat on her tube. Right, better get going now. It's just about time. I'll see you on this side, kid. Don't keep me waiting too long. You then felt something tickle your nose, like a feather, brushing right under your nostrils. After that, a gentle smell of honey and sugar began to overtake you from within. You felt your hand, now devoid of all strength, fall limp on your chest as your eyes rolled upwards and your eyebrows shut tight. After that, you felt nothing at all. What would that feel? Nothingness. Is it the numbness of the whole body? But you would still feel something. Fear. You would feel numbness pretty much. But nothing? That's a good question. Comment down below what would you think that would feel? It's been some time. Oh yeah, you recall that fateful afternoon and the nightmares that followed for what must have been the 20th time now. And I guess I'll end this video right here. We're 20 minutes in. If you're new to this channel, please feel free to subscribe, like, comment down below or about the video if you liked it or not. what you thought about the game. Other than that, if you're not new though, you know the drill. Watch this video, watch my other videos if you don't like this one, and feel free to watch the next part. Other than that, I'll be skedaddling. I'll be seeing you in the next episode of No More Future. Bye!